everybody, this is Dawn Reed coming to you from DC9, and I'm super excited tonight to bring you Norway's answer to shoegaze, psych rock noise awesomeness. This is Serena Maneesh.
Yeah, my name is Emil, and I'm from the south of Norway, the wilderness of Norway. I play guitar and I write the songs.
So how did the band meet up and start?
We did a lot of trying out different things for years before we really started, like showing people stuff out. We were still in other bands, or we had different obligations, but this has always kind of been my dream, kind of my life's work in a way. So I finally had to there's no way around it, I just have to do this. So we fully did it. We did a couple of EPs in the early 2000s, but never really started as a band. So you can really count that it kind of started in 2005.
Alright, so how would you describe your sound to an audience that might not quite know what exactly your sound is?
We're all huge fans of a strong melody, and beauty can still, be found in the sound of a real ugly guitar sound. That's still real beauty. Pounding lots of rhythmic stuff, pounding beats like an ocean of a mountain of sound. That's like a deep forest of sound. It's like I like to say that's kind of originated in the Norwegian forest, dark forests. They have a lot of beauty to them. There's a lot of depth to them. You can wander far into them, and you can still watch them from distance and watch just them for what it is.
Yeah.
It's majestic and beautiful and rotten and alive, all in the same, all in the same go.
Yeah.
So it's like all of this stuff,
Alright, cool. So you recently released your second, I want to say, studio album, because I know you recorded in a cave, pretty much, right?
We recorded. I found this incredible place. A friend of me kind of accidentally took me in there. It was like I had to walk through catacombs, and then suddenly just boom. It's almost like underground sacred place. And I wondered, why is no one ever recorded something hi-fi in here, like real good recording equipment, but still we all just do it ourselves. This is an amazing place. This is incredible.
Okay, so one of my favorite songs is the opening song, Aisha This.
Oh.
Like, when I play it, I just imagine driving in a desert like at 3 a.m. Like whenever I play it, I do have it on like repeat, and that's just what I I
thank
see.
you.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I want to know what went into the creation of that song.
Well, we really wanted to emphasize what was this, leave your equipment behind, leave your physical world behind, and just throw yourself into the imagination of a place. Just like you said, I wanted to see how I could project. It's a dark winter night in the Norwegian valley with the pine trees being really bent because of this heavy snow and wind,
Yeah.
Heavy, harsh, sour, grey wind. We went on a real journey with lots of we had several lots of tape echoes just
Yeah.
I don't know what you kind of know that sound. I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of having all these things in a solar galaxy, and everything was just kind of parallelly going, and it was this hypnotic riff that I was just I really wanted to see what happened if I took my old background in metal, this kind of minor chords, really the wrong chords, and pair it up with, because I used to play bossa nova when I was a kid, so I did this I'm still really in love with the old, really haunting and dark and panoramic pictures of Jobim and people like that, when he writes kind of impressionist, big and long and psychedelic bossa nova.
Yeah.
And I wanted to bring that into the picture to see how these things pair up. These are the subconscious streams.
Yeah.
Underneath that kind of seeps through that hypnotic groove, and that kind of landscape.
Next song right off the album, I Just Want to See Your Face. We've been playing that music video a lot on the show.
Cool.
I love it. I can't get enough of it. I'm in love with this whole entire album.
Oh,
I just want you to know
thank
that.
you so much. That means a
So,
lot.
what is that song about?
You dive into this dark hole and suddenly just poof, like a knife in your face, or like a hit in your, it's like a hit of sunlight in your face. It's like you're making a physical effort to pull someone out of a dark side of your mind, and just kind of, it's like the sunlight hitting you.
Right.
And that's what I wanted it to be, like a pure sunshine, like crazy, a twisted sunshine pop song that kind of just like haunts your ears with all the craziness going on, but still there's it's only about melody, it's only about pop music. The first line just goes, I know it's like ridiculously kind of romantic and over the top, and so sunshiny, but the sun is up and it's in your eyes, and it's like ridiculously confronted with this dark opener of the record. This epic just goes and goes and goes, and everyone's like, why the hell do you open a record with such a long song and then it hits straight into this? But I think that's really how this album should be introduced, because the rest of it's like kind of is like one knife in your face and one knife in your face and one knife in your face. But this opening is like and that's the kind of challenge we wanted to give people. Like, if you stick with us through this, you're gonna get rewarded in a way. All
right, so how would you compare this album to your first full length that came out in 2005?
I wanted to demand more of it myself, and maybe more of the listener, and I wanted people to be rewarded even more. I really want people to if you really listen to this music, you're gonna hear stuff that you don't hear in a lot of albums today. Now I really want people to I hope it can mean something to someone. I really, really hope so. Yeah.
So I know you just recently played South by Southwest Festival. How was that?
That was fantastic. Yeah, it was really. We've been there once before. This time, I really saw that there are lots of music fans there, people who are so passionate about music only, not all the bullshit around it. We played lots of short sets, like poof, and then just left 4 songs and stuff like that. So we feel like it's a marathon now, playing normal shows. We're playing 8 songs,
Have you ever been asked to score a movie, or have you scored a movie?
We've actually been talking about it, yeah. My main problem is mainly that I spend so long time making something before I kind of feel like I feel okay with it. Okay. That's been the main problem. And I kind of felt like when I really, really wanted to do something, it's been time to make a new record. And then all my time and everything I have kind of goes into it. Maybe we'll do it. I actually been thinking about it lately again, So yeah, let's see. Yeah.
So do you have any bands that you're like listening to a lot right now?
Since we're in DC, aren't Weird War from here?
Yes.
I really, really liked that band. I really did. I saw them in Oslo. I think they only came there once. I really liked them. Speaking of which, I like the new RTX record. I like new Neil Haggard stuff. I love everything that Neil does. I like to really, really indulge in records when I first listen to them. It's not like something I might have only like 10 records that I really, really spend time on and forget about the rest, and then you move on, maybe you move on to something else, but you always keep them with you, for the later on in life. You pull them out again, like, So, yeah.
Is there a message that you'd like to get out to your audience?
I think music should be a shared experience. And I think that music should be something that brings people some kind of, I shouldn't really say a pretentious thing like hope, but I'm still saying it like it should make people feel like alive again, and should make people like lift people up. Music is not a mundane thing. It's not something that should just be. It should be something that kind of wakes you up again. Reminding you that life can be pretty incredible.
Hey, can you say this in Norwegian?
I was going to suggest that we did all this in German. We're going into this really strange. Hei, vi er Serena Maneesh, og du ser på Strictly Global.